29 days. 29 days, it's all it's gonna take for us to break the progression of every single world we are in following the Wilson Rework, everyone. And what I mean by that is, once we earn our 4th inspiration point and go straight down the gem skill tree there, we can enter the Lunar Endgame faster than ever, over and over and over again. Because again, we keep these points forever. So hear me out, folks. Say everything stays the same as said, and we go fell a Dragonfly as soon as possible in any world we happen to generate. Now, normally, that would be pretty darn awesome to do in and of itself as soon as possible, but with a properly spec'd Wilson, it now also leads to a guaranteed iridescent gem. No, not joking, Dragonfly drops all the loot for one of these immediately. So then, if we immediately follow the usual path forward here, we will be taking a trip down to the ancient archives in order to socket this Wilson refined iridescent gem into the 3rd and final ornate pedestal, and boom, we are literally already in the Lunar Endgame. There will be a war in the grotto, and we'll also be able to flush some toilets in hopes of learning about astral detectors and ancient orchestrinas in no time flat. So to continue, the former is going to lead to the Celestial Sanctum pieces, as it always does, the Lunar Islands inviting formations in the event we haven't found the island yet, and oh yeah, they can also lead to the Crab King too. You know, the very last piece of the Celestial Altar puzzle more often than not, which is usually also the most annoying one at that. But with such an early game entry into the endgame, with an item that can literally pinpoint everything we need to truly kick things off, the only other obstacle in the way is Pearl's quest. You know, the quest that also just got recently updated to be even easier than ever with a more accessible housecraft. So then, finish breaking her heart, socket the last Celestial Altar, and would you believe it, Wilson has just unlocked the mysterious energy faster than anybody. And with that comes the moonstorms and their unique loot, full moons each and every night, which is already bonkers insane, and of course, the inevitable downfall of the Celestial Champion, resulting in Wilson being crowned the Lunar King without a doubt. No, seriously, folks, think about this for one more minute. What would you rather choose? Rushing the ruins in hopes of finding everything you need to make both a Star Callers and Deconstruction staff, in hopes of also rushing to finish the Moonstone event before day 11 each and every world you go into? Or do you just want to use the console when this beta releases to skip 29 days and then murder a single Dragonfly by day 5 in each and every world, and then you're just in the endgame immediately? If that doesn't sell you on this, nothing will. And you know, the rest of the tree ain't too shabby either. So while this whole segment wasn't really part of this video initially, let's just give a few examples of why that is. Yes, is your meat spoiling after a farming session or two, or just naturally spoiling, just turning into much bigger meat, and vice versa whenever you want. Have excess gems that don't really go into anything useful at the moment, crush them into more useful ones, and maybe even cut the cost of them too, whatever you wish. And last but certainly not last, actually, turn basic resources into other basic resources that might just go a long way to helping you survive the basics, yet still urgent situations. It's good stuff. You might want to dive a little deeper here. But there you have it, everyone. An admittedly long-winded way of saying that Wilson's alchemy tree is kind of amazing, especially the gem side of it all. Make some notes and make the most of your new path towards the Lunar Endgame that opens it up faster than literally any other survivor in this game. Thanks for watching, well wishes to all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.